Oh my God. I've been prepping for this weekend for weeks. I've been finishing up other customers' vehicles. That one I'm close to finishing. That one I'm close to finishing. I finished 2 other ones that got picked up this week. And then that one over there is done. And now I'm finally prepping for our trip, for ourselves. Glamis 2024 in for Halloween. Boom. Maverick R decked out. White Stormtrooper decked out. We're taking both of these machines and we're gonna take the Polaris Pro R. We'll be driving that one too. 3 machines, all 3 of them gotta prepare. Red one basically done. I'm waiting for my sand paddles from Sandcraft. We ordered 35s. I'm kind of thinking they're not gonna get here on time. So if not, oh well, we'll rock those, or I have another set of STU 32 Blackbirds. Anyways, Stormtrooper, we're throwing on the Blackbird 32s that we used last year. Still rock, and I'm happy with these tires on here, so we're gonna put these back on right now. Let's do that. I got a new camera, by the way. This is a DJI Action 5 Pro, and I'm hoping it looks fine. Maybe I don't look fine. I look old and beat up, but maybe the footage is clear. So let's, oh, God damn it. Who put that window net there? Let me know what you think of the quality of the video, because we're thinking of using the DJI in Glamis. I bought a couple cameras, so let's see. I mean, what do you guys think? Yes, Big Blue's still down. Mavar's ready to roll. Like I said, waiting for tires on this one. We did do some changes to this thing. Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. A cat was sleeping here, so don't mind the fur. I'm gonna wash it right now. And then I did add one thing to the Maverick R that I did off camera, and that is this guy right here. This is a shift light. So we'll do a full overview of this machine, assuming we have our paddles in Glamis, because everybody's been asking. And yes, right now she is dirty, so she looks a lot brighter when she's washed. Stormtrooper, same thing. Filthy animal. I'm telling you guys, I've been working on these other machines, trying to get them out of here. Like this one we just finished up yesterday. Cage, doors, still has my fingerprints all over it. You know, plastics got fixed, brand new plastics, at least on this side. And then this one is really dope. Like, I'm gonna do a video overview on this machine. This is a Maverick X3 with the SF Raceworks cage, and this one's gonna be cool. We're waiting for the window net still. We're waiting for a big battery kit, and I also want to show you guys the wiring I did on this. I'm not finished yet, but the wiring is on point. As they say, you get what you pay for. Some of these shops are doing bad work, some of these shops are doing great work. So if you know a shop or work for a shop, shout yourselves out. This one here, this is the machine that hit me from behind. Shout out to my boy Jose Pepe Lux on Instagram. Smashed into me.
Deal with it.
Nothing happened to the Razor, but the X3 got destroyed. So I put new chassis on it. Like I said, I've been hard at work this last month. Brand new chassis. We just gotta do some wiring, and we'll do that when we come back from G-Town. So this one's gonna sleep for a little bit. Basically, both of these are just waiting for wiring, right? That one's done. This one's gonna sleep for a while, and that one, I don't know what's gonna happen. So lots of work going on. So yes, I know you guys want an update on Big Blue. Well, here it is. She's still here. And she's been collecting dust. It's been windy. Stuff has been falling from the freaking overhead here, and dust is falling on the old girl. I got some crazy plans for it. I want to bounce some ideas off of you guys right now. Yes, we're prepping for Glamis, but there's never enough time to talk about Big Blue, you know? So I got the engine back. We got to start assembling the engine soon. The chassis is still at the powder coaters. I told him I'm not in a rush because I haven't even assembled the engine yet. So he can knock that out for me whenever he can. You know me, I just want to go ham on this. I've been looking for a carbon dash for this one, made by Glasscraft, the same one that's in the white car. If you guys know where I could get one, let me know, because I think they're on back order. And then, well, I want to put it on bags. What do you think of that idea? I want to be able to raise it and lower it, just like a Funko. I know there's a company that makes airbag systems for this, but they won't fit in this arm configuration, right? It's really tight. So the other thing I was thinking is the Walker Evans shocks that we've seen recently on, I think, RJ Anderson's Polaris Pro R. I think they will fit on this machine. So I'm not 100% what we're going to do, but I think it would be really cool if we put this thing on bags. But I want to know you guys' opinion. So this thing is going to make a comeback. There's no doubt about it. But what things are we going to do? Carbon dash for sure. Blue frame for sure. Bags or some sort of hydraulic, you know, ride height adjuster. I think that would be really sick. I remember Shock Therapy was talking about doing some sort of piece that's pneumatic and would go up and down and would work with the stock setup. It would just kind of go in this area here. That would be awesome. I really would love if they did something like that. And then other than that, it's just, you know, carbon dash, frame, engine, make it scream. We got a bed delete that we got from T-Clan. That's going to be new and different. We're probably going to do their intercooler setup because I talked to them and they're on board with doing an intercooler setup and make this, you know, I want to say around 400 horsepower. That's what we're going for. Not the wheels, but the engine itself. I think 400, 420 would be good. That'd be around 3 something in the low 300s for the wheels. And that would still be reliable, not too crazy. And yeah, she's just scoot. And this is the price gem of the channel, in my opinion. We're actually redoing the logo. The logo that you guys know very well now with the Can-Am in the front, which is this machine. We're redoing it because there's a lot of changes to this machine that aren't on the logo. I said, F it. Like I said, comeback is coming. So that, and also because we're doing the logo because we want to put it on the back of the toy hauler. So we haven't got that far yet. Still blank back there on the toy hauler. But we will be doing a new logo. Probably the whole door. Rocket. Razor Pro R, it is not here. Oscar has it at his house. I need a little bit of a room here. But that Pro R, we are going to hook it up with some mirrors from Chupacabra Off-Road. That'll probably be the next video you guys see. As well as DRT. They gave us fender flares, a grill, what's the thing, diffuser for the front, like where the window area is at, and then a couple other things. Oh, their hood scoop. So all that is pretty cool because it's gonna match. It's got that mesh grill into it on both or all 3 of those items, so that'll look dope. I think it has it on the fender flares on the back. So Pro R is gonna look sick. Oh, I didn't return it, so I know you guys thought that I had to return it earlier this month, and you were right. But I think Polaris is happy with content we're making for the old Pro R, and we will continue to make. So now we have it for a long extended period of time, and that makes me excited because we're gonna shoot a bunch of content and we're gonna customize that thing. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? You take everything back off and give it back to Polaris? Okay, maybe. So yeah, here we go. Let's throw these wheels on. Let me go get a freaking tripod for this thing. I want you to check out these titanium anodized lug nuts that I got. These are from RPM, but I flame anodized them. So look at the matching the exhaust on this car because this exhaust has titanium. Titanium's always nice. I use a lot of soap. Look guys, I'm excited for this season. Glamis is gonna be better than ever this year. We got a lot of solid guys rocking cars, and we are bringing quite the fleet. Now I know Big Blue, it would be nice to have that machine out there, but we have Stormtrooper, big turbo, P43 Paragon. This thing scoots, it's really quick, spools up fast, and this machine bunny hops all over the dunes. So I'll be using this machine the first day of Glamis. And then I'll hand the keys over the second day to the wife. She'll be rocking Stormtrooper, and I'll be in the Red Bull, aka the Maverick R. So that thing's gonna be awesome. And not just that, we are Razor guys now. We got Razors in the stable. We got the Pro R 4-seat Ultimate 2024. Abraham will drive it sometimes, and then at night maybe I'll drive it. I'm gonna deck it out with some LP4s and some mirrors, but you see that in the next video when we deck it out with some parts. Yeah. We're Pro R guys now. So the Pro R is in the stable for another long period, and I'm excited because we're gonna continue to rip that thing and hopefully not get hit anymore from behind, because then I gotta do frame swaps, which was a pain in the ass. But yeah, Pro R also on paddles. We're trying to put some 35s on that thing, but I'm not sure if the 35 is gonna be here on time. So we may just go ahead and throw on some 33-inch EFX Sandslingers, and I'll show you in a second what wheels we're putting on the Pro R. It's also been a minute since I recorded. Trying to get back into my groove. Like I said, I've been really busy guys, I apologize, but right now was the time. to get people's machines ready, make some extra money. That way we have, you know, enough for these trips coming up, because, you know, going to Glamis is expensive. Gas, E85, smudge pots, diesel. Yeah, the trailer, man, the trailer cost me a good leg and thigh, a little penny here too, to get that polished. I had to repolish the trailer. The roof was leaking, had to get the roof fixed. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff. You gotta maintain those goddamn roofs on those RVs slash camper trailers. So all good, it is what it is. But yeah, I was busy trying to make sure everything was ready, because I don't like going to Glamis and then, especially when you leave, you know, camp, and I leave the wife behind, I don't like her to have to worry about, you know, something's gonna leak or trailer looks like shit. I don't know, I'm just that type of guy. I gotta make sure everything's good before I step away from home or whatever. These are the Sand Tires Unlimited big T-Bows in the front, more Deltas in the rear from Metal Effects, and then Sand Tires Unlimited Blackbird 32s on a number 2 paddle. This is my go-to paddle for any machine, basically any modern machine. If you have about 200 horsepower and up, stock Pro R, stock X3, get a number 2 paddle, you will be perfectly fine. And then you'll have enough paddle for the future if you ever do a tune, you know. So it's kind of future proofing with the number 2. And for the Maverick R, this is also on E85, same stock turbo. It's making about 340 horsepower. There is a P47, I think, that Evo came out with for this machine, but I don't think I'm gonna do anything crazy until I see what other offerings they have. So I don't want to spend, you know, another $5 grand on a big turbo and then it's only 40 horsepower. So I'm assuming they'll come out with something more, so we'll wait for that. But we will be running not sandblasters. I was gonna run sandblaster 33s, but then at the sand show we saw these huge 35s that Sandcraft came out with. So we'll be running Sandcraft 18 paddles, which is a lot of paddle, but this thing has a good amount of power. So STU 33 was my first choice, but now we're gonna run 35s from Sandcraft. Let's see how they go. Some guys have had good experiences and others not so much. You know who you are, Tony. Oh, was I not supposed to say your name? Yeah, he has some troubles with some Sandcrafts. I'm just gonna tell it how it is, but hit or miss. Sometimes you get a bad set of tires. This time, well, I've talked to a couple dealers and they've had good luck, so we're gonna try our luck now. Since we're talking about tire options, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys another option for you guys that don't want to spend a lot of money. So normally at the top is STU. They're always the most expensive, and that'll be like those Blackbirds on the Stormtrooper. 32s, there's also 33s, and they could get even crazier with 35s or even wider versions of the Blackbird. At that point, that's big horsepower. You're not worried about that. For stock cars, this is a great paddle, but it is expensive. Sandcraft would be probably the choice below that. A 32-inch Sandcraft with 14 paddles, you're looking around, you know, $1,750 to $1,900, and that's still pretty expensive for 4 tires. So if you want to get something even cheaper, I highly recommend some EFX sand slingers, which are these guys right here. These are also 16 paddle. Look at that flag. Just like the Blackbirds, these are also 16 paddle, but the paddle isn't very big. So these are 33-inch. They also offer a 32-inch. So this is a 33 with the 33-inch front, and then they have a 32-inch, which is actually 1 inch shorter, but also 1 inch wider. And then they have a 32-inch front, but it's a different style. It's like a 3-rib. So 4 tires for $1,000, whether you pick the 32s or the 33s. I think the 32s are 14-inch and the 33s are 13-inch. And like I said, the front paddle is different. But for $1,000 for 4 tires, that's a pretty good deal, especially if you're just someone trying out Glamis or the sand dunes for the first time. So just some options for you. Now as for rims, for the Maverick R, we do have a set of custom wheels being made by Venom, and I still haven't picked those up, but I still haven't got my paddles, so that's a problem. So the Stormtrooper's already set up, that white X3. Pro R is also going to be set up, assuming we get the tires on time. If not, we'll run some of those EFXs. But these are some KMCs. So when you're picking rims, obviously, you should know by now, you're doing a 7 or 8-inch rim in the front. And the rear, it's normally a 10, 11, sometimes, some cases, 12, 13-inch rim in the rear. So a lot wider in the rear, obviously for those wider paddles. For the most part, most of you guys are going to be sticking with 10 and 11-inch rims. That's the most common. For these, we got KMC grenades. I really like the design, and I also like the machine finish that they came out with on these. Super happy. These are cheap rims. Well, cheap in price, not cheap in quality. They're about $270 a rim, something like that. And I think it's just going to be perfect for the Pro R. Hopefully those 35s come in time, and we'll have 35s on the Pro R. It's going to be sick. So got a lot of prep to do. It's not easy when you got 3 machines to get ready for the dunes. The boys have been on their asses. Hurry up, get ready. Oscar's doing his trailer right now. Abraham and his brother, I think his brother Blue, he just washed his X3 Mean Machine, and they're getting the trailer ready. Timmy and CJ and the crew, they're coming out with the Dirty Dream. They just washed up that machine yesterday, and I just shipped them some tires via the wife. She was going that way anyways. So they're going to be running the Blackbird 32s as well. And yeah, man, we got the whole crew. We're also going to see more of our friends out there in the dunes, hopefully. Definitely going to be a good trip. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 machines in our tight group here, and then more possibly. So I know a lot of you guys always hit me up, let's go riding together. It's very difficult. For one, Halloween especially is a madhouse, and getting and linking up with you guys is impossible. Basically, if you see us in the dunes and you want to tag along, head on to the very back and tag along. No problem, I ain't tripping. Yeah, guys, meeting up for rides is kind of impossible. For one, service is spotty, and then for two, honestly, I spend a lot of time with my family. So when we're not hauling ass and riding, I'm dedicating time to the family, whether that's going to vendors and getting ice cream cones for the kids, or cooking and hanging out with the fam and just prepping food, or hanging out with them and doing stuff at the camp. So my kids are number one, the wife as well. And video recording is also up there, but it has to take a seat to number 2. As you guys know, family comes first. But either way, if you see me, like I said, no problem. Even when we're at vendors and you see us at vendors, say what's up. I got no problem with that. Yeah, man, just say hi. And if you guys are repping out in Glamis, I'd appreciate it if you guys tag us in those videos on Instagram, on those stories. Mention us, mainly mention us so I can repost it. So support the channel. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Let me know what you guys want to see next, by the way. Well, a lot of it's going to be Glamis, but still, let me know what you want to see. Tell me that doesn't look good. 3 dune gears on the inside. Check out those floor mats, by the way. Sheesh. 3 in the front. Good night.